Eternal silence in the midst of the warm and tranquil shores of a small island near Florida. A man named Antonio rose to prominence through his thriving business endeavors. Amidst the idyllic setting, whispers of witchcraft permeated the air, with some embracing its mystique while others recoiled from its dark allure. Antonio, it was rumored, was a fervent practitioner, wielding the arcane arts to secure his wealth and influence. Utilizing his riches, Antonio erected a grand estate to accommodate his expanding family. His wife, 2 sons, and their respective spouses within the sprawling mansion. Adorned with luxury and opulence, dwelled a sense of foreboding concealed beneath its grandeur. The tale unfolds during a period shrouded in uncertainty. Between the years 1965 and 1967, when the first ominous encounter transpired, on a scorching summer morning, with only 2 women and a newborn babe in residence, the unsettling sound of footsteps echoed through the halls. Fearful of intruders, the women cowered as furniture inexplicably shifted on the upper floors, prompting their hasty retreat to seek refuge with neighbors. Antonio, upon learning of the disturbance, enlisted the aid of Patrick, a charismatic and diligent security guard renowned throughout the close-knit community. Under Patrick's watchful eye, Antonio's home remained undisturbed for a time, until the tranquility was shattered by a series of inexplicable occurrences witnessed by Patrick's team. Despite the unsettling nature of these events, Antonio persisted in his belief in the protective power of his home. Seeking solace in divine intervention, he enlisted the services of a revered priest to sanctify his abode and its inhabitants, hoping to ward off the encroaching darkness. However, the sanctity of religious rites proved futile against the malevolent force that lay in wait. As the night of dread and despair descended upon Antonio's household, amidst the chaos and terror, Patrick, the valiant guardian, confronted the unseen horrors with unwavering resolve, only to disappear into the abyss, leaving behind a legacy of fear and uncertainty. As the aftermath of the haunting unfolded, Antonio's descent into darkness became apparent, his dealings with dark forces culminating in a reckoning that consumed all who dared to tread within the shadow of his home. With each passing day, the specter of fear lingered, casting a pall over Antonio's once grand estate. Patrick's silent vigil, a poignant reminder of the horrors that lurked within, served as a cautionary tale of the perils of dabbling in the occult. In the annals of supernatural lore, the enigmatic haunting of Antonio's island estate stands as a testament to the enduring power of fear and the indomitable spirit of those who confront it. First encounter. The chain of events leading to the fateful night began with an unsettling encounter during a sweltering summer morning. With the men of the household away at work, only 2 women and a newborn remained in the vast estate, their tranquility shattered by the sound of deliberate footsteps echoing from the upper floors. The women braced themselves in silence, fearing an intrusion. As furniture shifted ominously above, they stealthily sought refuge in a neighbor's abode, leaving behind an eerie silence. Upon their return, Antonio's fury was palpable. Convinced of an attempted robbery despite no evidence of theft, he resolved to fortify his home's defenses. Enter Patrick, the affable and diligent security guard, renowned for his unwavering dedication and jovial demeanor. With a team comprising himself and two others, Patrick's presence offered reassurance in the face of uncertainty, his popularity within the close-knit community lending credence to his abilities as a protector. Second encounter, Patrick's team. It was recounted by Patrick's team that during the initial weeks, the routine was mundane and uneventful. Despite the lack of excitement, Antonio retained the men on his payroll. The monotonous nature of the job led the guards to adopt a rotational system. One guard would remain vigilant at the house, while the other sought entertainment at a nearby residence, mingling with the local women. However, the tranquility was shattered when both of Patrick's companions resigned. Following Lucas' solo shift, Lucas recounted that during his solitary watch, eerie sounds emanated from the second floor, reminiscent of previous reports. Sensing trouble, Lucas stealthily retrieved his firearm, gesturing to the women to maintain silence. Ascending the staircase with cautious steps, he discerned ongoing movements upstairs, footsteps, crashes, and other unidentifiable noises persisting despite the escalating cacophony. Lucas reached the door of the room where the disturbance originated. Abruptly, the tumult ceased, leaving behind an oppressive silence. Bursting into the room, gun drawn, Lucas found everything undisturbed. The window securely shut, yet an inexplicable chill permeated the air, chilling him to the bone. Reflecting on the experience, Lucas attributed the phenomenon to malevolent witchcraft, emphasizing the intensity of the energy despite the daylight hour. Subsequently, after deliberation with the team, 2 members resigned, leaving Patrick to confront the enigma alone. Third and final. Following the unsettling encounters plaguing Antonio's home, he sought solace in the divine, enlisting the aid of a revered priest to cleanse his abode and protect its occupants from the encroaching darkness. With every room sanctified and every soul blessed, Antonio enforced a strict regimen of religious observance, hoping to ward off the malevolent forces lurking within. Patrick, the stalwart guardian of Antonio's estate, forged a bond with his employer amidst the turmoil, their camaraderie fortified by shared trials and the unspoken understanding of the horrors they faced. Despite the growing unease that pervaded the household, Antonio entrusted Patrick with the sole responsibility of safeguarding the family, a duty that would soon test the limits of his resolve. As fate would have it, the third encounter unfolded on a fateful Friday night, plunging the inhabitants into a maelstrom of terror. With the men absent, the burden of protection fell upon the 3 women left vulnerable to the unseen malevolence lurking within the shadows. Patrick, torn between his duty and personal desires, found himself ensnared in a forbidden romance, his divided attention leaving the women defenseless against the encroaching darkness. As the women huddled together, the echoes of past encounters reverberated through the walls, instilling a sense of dread that gripped them in his icy embrace. The room, once a sanctuary for mother and child, now served as the epicenter of their torment, a testament to the relentless pursuit of unseen horrors in the dead of night. The familiar cadence of footsteps resounded from above, heralding the onset of chaos and despair. Furniture shattered, the air thick with the stench of fear, as the newborn's cries pierced the darkness, a poignant reminder of innocence lost amidst the turmoil. Desperate attempts to stifle the child's wails proved futile, as the unseen malevolence descended upon them with a fury unmatched. With every passing moment, the walls of the once sacred abode seemed to close in, suffocating its inhabitants in a vice-like grip of terror. Trapped between the confines of their home and the relentless onslaught of unseen horrors, the women's screams pierced the night, a futile plea for salvation amidst the encroaching darkness. Yet, amidst the chaos, a beacon of hope emerged in the form of Patrick, whose unwavering resolve propelled him towards the heart of danger. Ignoring the screams of the women, he ventured into the abyss, his footsteps echoing through the darkness as he confronted the malevolent force that threatened to consume them all. As the night wore on, the echoes of gunfire shattered the silence, a stark reminder of the violence that lurked within the shadows. With each shot fired, hope flickered and faded, until all that remained was an eerie silence that engulfed the night in its suffocating embrace. In the aftermath of the ordeal, Antonio and his sons arrived, their guns drawn as they ventured into the darkness in search of their fallen comrade. Yet, what they found was a chilling testament to the horrors that had unfolded as Patrick stood before them, his vacant stare betraying the depths of his despair. With every passing moment, the darkness tightened its grip, driving Patrick to the brink of madness. In a final act of defiance, he turned his empty gaze upon Antonio, tears streaming down his cheeks as he surrendered to the abyss within. And as the night gave way to dawn, Patrick's tortured soul found solace in the embrace of oblivion, leaving behind a shattered family to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. The aftermath. The next day, the family gathered in the kitchen, grappling with the events of the previous night, despite their fear and desire to leave. Antonio adamantly insisted that they remain in the house. As they discussed the unsettling occurrences, one of Antonio's sons noticed a tension in his father's demeanor, prompting him to confront Antonio in front of the family. Antonio's reaction was one of anger and defensiveness. He lashed out, accusing his family of ingratitude, and stormed out of the house, leaving his wife behind. Sensing the need for clarity, Antonio's wife disclosed a startling revelation to the family. It emerged that Antonio had circumstances, desperate for change. He sought out a rumored practitioner of dark arts who resided deep within the mountains. This mysterious figure was reputed to possess formidable skills in witchcraft. The details of Antonio's encounter with the enigmatic figure remained shrouded in mystery. However, upon his return home, he brought with him unsettling artifacts: 2 animal skulls, a vial containing a brown and green liquid, and a jar filled with an ominous black substance. Antonio's wife recounted witnessing him consume the brown and green concoction, and she suspected he had used the black liquid during a shower, noting traces of it on the bathroom floor. As for the purpose of the animal skulls, their significance remained unclear, leaving Antonio's wife puzzled and apprehensive about his actions and intentions. Patrick's return. After 2 weeks, Patrick was released from the hospital. He no longer smiles, speaks, or engages with anyone. Despite medical examinations showing no issues beyond physical injuries, he remains unresponsive. Many attempt to prompt him to share his story through writing or drawing, but he remains silent. Instead of returning to Antonio's home, he resides next door, with Antonio covering his expenses. Every morning at precisely 7:46 a.m., regardless of weather, Patrick sits on a rocking chair facing Antonio's home. As dusk falls, he stands and walks backward into his own home, a ritual he follows daily until he turns 80. At that age, illness confines him to bed, where he suffers silently until passing away at 82. Some speculate that Antonio's visit to the mountains led to a pact with the devil, a pact he couldn't fulfill. Patrick's ordeal is just one of the family's eerie encounters. It serves as a cautionary tale against dealing with dark forces, reminding us that such dances may have eternal consequences. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. Your support means the world to us. Stay tuned for more exciting content. And until next time, take care and spread kindness.